Weather lasts as we get into the end of the work week, but things will change beginning this weekend. We'll begin with Futurecast on Saturday morning here, giving you the first alert to a developing winter storm. So this area of low pressure will start to work its way up the eastern seaboard. Now remember, this is just one model run. There could be some subtle shifts in the track of this and the strength of this storm over the coming days, which will ultimately influence where some of the heaviest snow falls and whether or not we actually see mixing become an issue across the state, especially near the shoreline. So as this low tracks by just to our south, we expect showers to ramp up, snow showers developing later Saturday night, ramping up into Sunday morning with some of the steadiest and heaviest likely in the morning hours of Sunday before we see things taper off later in the day. Again, we are expecting perhaps plowable snow across most, if not all, of Connecticut, as well as some stronger wind gusts in the mix. And it's been a very lackluster season so far. We've only recorded a trace of snow in the Hartford area and Bridgeport. In some of the higher elevations, we have seen some measurable snow, but even there, things have been lacking so far. Compared to normal, deficits continue to grow. January and February, on average, are our two snowiest months. And in a regular season, an average season, we would see almost 52 inches of snow for the Hartford area. We have not had a season above average since the 2016-2017 season, where we picked up about 60 inches. Today, First Alert Live Radar, Connecticut's only live radar scanning. We have nothing to show. Our network of neighborhood weather stations reporting temperatures between about 35 in Litchfield and 40 in East Hartford, 38 in New London right now, 37 in Stores. A live look on our iCam in Mystic shows blue skies and sunshine, but our iCam in Stores still shows thicker clouds lingering with perhaps some breaks of sun. And we do expect some persistent cloud cover over the next hour or two, but then we begin to see breaks of sun develop inland. That will help to bump temperatures back up into the 40s before dropping back a little bit later this evening. And notice that clouds increase overnight tonight, beginning the day tomorrow again with cloud cover as temperatures recover to the lower 40s tomorrow. But by Friday, behind the cold front tomorrow, we will see much colder air make its way here with highs only expected to be in the 30s. This front could bring some flurries. We're not really expecting any impacts from that tomorrow. There's the high pressure building in for Friday, and then by Saturday, high pressure dropping into the from the north as low pressure develops in between, cold air sandwiched, and that leads to our first alert for Sunday. So leading up to Sunday, the coldest day will be Friday with highs in the 30s. Clouds will be increasing on Saturday, overnight temperatures in the 20s this week, and we're giving you the first alert again for Sunday. Snow and wind, we're expecting impacts to travel and things like that. And then by Monday, well, temperatures will be in the 30s with another storm system looming for the middle of next week. It is worth noting that our average high temperature in less than a week will be 35 degrees, and it stays there until January 30th before average highs actually begin to climb. So, Kara, this is on average the coldest period of time in the year. That pattern certainly remains active. Download the WFSB weather app. Great resource to have as this active pattern kicks off.